The next site is the Swastika mine, site number EC207.
July 15th, 1999, we're at the Swastika mine. Probably the mine has got, if there's any that have an environmental problem on the forest, this is one. We're looking right at the adit, one of those photographed adits around. It is open at the top, it's partially caved, and you can see it's partially open at the bottom in there. Could somebody get in there? Possibly. There is a fair amount of water. Well, not a fair amount. There's a couple gallons a minute coming out of this thing. It usually is. Last time it was the same. Very iron stained in the bottom. pH is about 4 and conductivity is 100. So this is the hottest water that we've measured so far. That water comes down and flows right into the tributary here, which is coming from up the hill. And that water sample has a conductivity of about 11. So you can see there's a 10-fold difference of the water coming out. Now we're going to hold on because of the dilution factor, and there's a bunch of junk. There's a little bridge there that went over to the tailings impoundment. That's the edge of our tailings impoundment, to the edge of the waste dump, which is right there. There's no mill at this site. So there's the adit. You turn around to the right, and that marks the edge of the waste dump. So we'll go over there and take a look at it now. I might just note there's some steel poles sticking in the ground here. Makes a pretty easy to, they've got like a cribbing that holds that bank back up there. And then there's two wooden poles stuck in the ground over here. I have no idea what they're for. Now we'll go over and take a look at the dump, which is, okay, that iron post marks where the adit is, right around the corner there. We've just come across the field and the creek, and this is that first little row of the dump. You can see how iron stained it is. A lot of iron staining on this dump. Goes out there probably 160 feet or so. We'll measure that off. It's overgrown, but indeed has a fair amount of iron staining on it. And it does, the creek now is running right along the side of the dump. We get over here, you can see it right down in there. That's that creek that the water just went into from the Swastika mine that we just showed you. Getting in here is not easy. It's a good walk for the last mile, which is no big deal, but there's a lot of down timber. Hasn't been any of the four-wheelers or anything in here yet. I was on my bike this morning. I only got down to the old mill from the Comstock, which is hardly worth the effort. Should have just walked all the way in. That's what I would recommend anybody do next time, is just walk on in.